Sagittarius, welcome to your weekly reading with me, Adrian H of AHN Great Life. If you're coming back, welcome back. And if it's your first time to the channel, then welcome. Let's see what we got for you with love. Your card popped right out there. I'm going to put it over here. I'm going to look at it. We're going to finish off your reading with that. And let's pop right in. Let's see what we got. So, let's see what we have. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Ascending for Sagittarius. And obviously this is also for if your moon is in Sagittarius, because it's always quite interesting where your moon is, because that says a lot about you, because I, for example, personally, I'm a Cancerian, but I've got a very strong Aquarius influence in my life, because my moon is in Aquarius, and interesting enough, my best friend is in Aquarius. That will explain why we would get along quite well. Okay. Obviously this is a general reading, so what resonates. You claim it inside your heart, and it doesn't matter whether you are a Sagittarius or you're a cross-watcher or whatever resonates in your heart. If a message comes across, there's no such a thing as coincidence. I believe you are where you need to be for a very specific reason. I see you getting over something here, by the way, something quite amazing, by the way. You're getting over something. Yeah, claim it for yourself. It's a general reading. If you want a personal detailed reading, you can order one from me, $30 for, $12 for a 30 minutes reading, because it's on special at the moment. And yeah, follow me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram. Let's get started. Okay. Overall energy for the reading is Judgment. I saw it and I got so excited that I kind of lost my thought there for a moment. Okay. There's lots of cycles wrapping up here, by the way. Yeah, whatever you may have had hang-ups about, whoever you may have had hang-ups about, whatever didn't work out, maybe you gave something a try, maybe you gave someone a try, maybe someone gave you a try. It could also be that someone else is sort of releasing you, because sometimes people place a lot on us by the energy that they emit. Now, here's something that you can do, and this works quite powerfully. This is how you protect your energy, because remember, when somebody sends you good thoughts or nice thoughts or pray for you or whatever it is, they're sending you very positive vibes, and if you are open to receiving the positive vibes, or if you don't have like a barrier of protection, for example, around you, then you can kind of become like a sponge and you just absorb energy. Now, sometimes people send you thoughts that are not so good, maybe something didn't work out with someone, or you were tripping about something, or whatever the case may be. Then they could also be sending you bad energy, and you can be accepting soaking it up. And it doesn't mean that you do it necessarily, and they may not even mean to be sending you bad energy, but when they say like, oh, that's Sagittarius, what they did, the way they broke my heart, and sometimes these things are just one big miscommunication, but it doesn't change the fact that the energy can affect us negatively. Okay. And this could be in all areas, not just love. It could be work, it could be life, it could be family. These people could even be deceased. Okay. And that's of course where things like cord cutting, for example, come in, which is quite beautiful. But a nice way that you can do is that if you visualize yourself breathing into your heart space, and then you visualize every drop of blood that flows through your heart. Sorry, I think I shoot the camera there, but sorry about that. Is filled with that light and this peace and this harmony and this protection, and you welcome your angels into the space, and you welcome your guardians into the space, and then every drop of blood that flows through your heart, to everywhere in your body, flows with that beautiful love and light, and the universal support. And then imagine yourself expanding from your heart space in all different directions, or back, front, up, down, all different directions. And then visualize that forming a barrier of protection around you. So through this barrier of protection, you are open to receiving beauty, love, light, universal support, all those things that serve you in positive ways, but not the alternative. All right, that's a beautiful way of protecting yourself, your energy, your aura, basically. Okay. So let's look at this Judgment card. Let's look at this overall energy, and then we're going to look at where you currently are. I feel you're moving away from a situation or a person. It could also involve a physical move. Some of you may have been thinking about, do I move or don't I move? And somehow it seems like life helped me make a decision. Some of you might be moving. But this is not just, I don't feel that this is one of those sort of, just flighty moves, like I'm just going to up and leave for some adventure. This is probably more serious, and some of you are looking more at setting down your roots. In fact, some of you might be tired of traveling, okay? Or just randomly, that whole space of like, let's do whatever we do and see whatever happens. Some of you are tired of that. You don't want to do that anymore. Okay. Clarifiers, they are the 9 of Pentacles, the 7 of Pentacles, and the Page of Cups. Oh yeah, I just also want to let you know, if you do maybe at some point hear some sudden banging or drilling or anything like that, I apologize for that. There's some construction going on around me, I think. I've heard it. So if that does happen, I do apologize for that. Okay. So it seems like you've been toying with an idea for a while, and this was more how you'd like your life to be, your overall life to be, and of course how you'd like love to fit into that, in with that. So I feel that there's been very sort of like grandiose sort of idea. And there's nothing wrong with that, because I also see that in your overall energy that this is starting to take place. It's maybe starting very small, and this may not even be with love specifically, just, even though this is a love focused reading, it could be with your whole life. But you're taking those small steps towards what you'd like to have in life, and I feel that many of you are placing yourself first, which I'm so happy about. And it's like you're opening your heart more to not only emotions, not only love, but the love that you want, the one where you can just be yourself. Okay, I feel that for many of you, you're not, and I love saying this, you're not sacrificing yourself in the situation anymore. I love that. Okay, I love that. I love that. I love that. So some of you are you're letting go and you're cutting ties, but I like the way that you're cutting ties, because the thing about letting go and cutting ties, and whether it is that we leave someone, we leave a job, we leave a home, we leave a place, whatever, you always want to leave with as much love as you possibly can, as you are capable of, especially if it's a challenging situation. Because when sort of like, sometimes we break up with people or situations or whatever the case may be, and you say, screw it, I'm out of here, I don't care. But when you leave with that energy goes with you, and it doesn't really help you. You're not doing yourself any favors if you're doing that. And so I like the way that you are separating with peace. I love that. Okay, you are doing yourself a good favor there. So let's see what we have. So in the current energy, there's the King of Cups, and the King of Cups is crossed by the Six of Swords. Okay, so either moving or thinking of moving. Can either be moving away or moving back, but there's some sort of movement involved here. Possibly reconnecting. So there is a possibility of reconnecting with someone where, in a positive or negative sense, you could have been like, I'm done with the person, I'm done with that situation, I've moved on from there. Come sometime later. As they say, the heart wants what it wants. But I also feel, and I don't want to spook you, but I feel that maybe there seems to be some sort of looming situation here, okay, that neither of you may be all that aware of, but somewhere in the back of your mind there's still that little bit of a that reminds you of what is still there. You took some time out. We're looking at the recent past now. What brought you here? Some of you took some time out. It feels like you needed a time out. You were sort of out of alignment with the universe. You may have thought this was your person, and then, someone, maybe it wasn't your person. I feel that things are coming together in your personal life. So some of you may have felt a little bit out of sorts, and the last thing that you could deal with was sort of like the intricacies of a situation, a romantic situation. Like going forward, you're revisiting this. You're revisiting the situation. It's like somehow the two of you's got something going on, It's like those people, you move away from them, you say, I'm done with them. I'm done. I'm as done can be. Often twin flames have that sort of thing going on. People romanticize a twin flame relationship, but it can be quite challenging, actually. Because it's often you being stubborn versus you. Okay. And souls can be very adventurous sometimes, so they throw lots of things in the way. But so the Two of Swords, the Two of Wands, this is going forward now, and the Ten of Swords. So this situation is coming to an end. This cycle is coming to an end. This ping pong game that you've been playing, things are drawing to an end. And I've had this in your previous readings, the previous weeks, and that there seemed to have been a bit of a cat and mouse, Tom and Jerry kind of thing that was going on. Not in that ugly way, really, but you know, there was like an ongoing situation. So even if you've been seeing someone else or being with someone else, there was still something kind of looming there in the background. All right, and let's clarify the situation. So I'm going to start right in the recent past, bring it to the present, and see where it's going forward. So you're going to start with that Hermit over there. I feel there was some hurt, but there was also maybe some issues on your side. It could be the other person, but it's, you know, my focus is always on you. There are some issues there that weren't exactly dealt with. So it's like you may have made a connection with someone. Five of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, and the Six of Cups. So you may have made some sort of connection with someone, you know, be it physical, or maybe you were just, you know, texting or whatever, video calls, whatever the case may be. But there was some sort of connection that was made. And you may have thought that it was everything, but I feel that there was still some inner work that you needed to do. And I really feel that for majority of you, that you may have been comparing someone to someone else. So there may be sort of three people involved in the situation, but I don't really feel any sort of cheating. You know, not like that. There the drilling goes. There the drilling goes. I'm sorry. So I'm just going to speak a little louder. Sorry about that. Yeah, so you may have felt that you gave everything, but I also feel that maybe where you were at that particular point in time, that's what you were able to give. And you did give everything, because that was everything that you had to give. But there's some kind of timeout that took place here, and somehow the situation feels a little bit trippy, but there's some kind of timeout, and things seem to have come to an end, or rather a possible end. Where's that card? So we're clarifying for you the Star in your recent situation. We've got the Temperance in reverse. So you may have been the one pulling away. Oi, 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 oi. So let me show you what I have. So we're clarifying, I'm going to show you what we have. So we're clarifying the Star, and what you have is Temperance in reverse. The High Priestess and the Sun. This situation has got you hopping all over the place a little bit. It could be like a, you know, like a bunny in a field with lots of carrots, and you can have whatever carrot you want. You're like, but I want that carrot. And I'm not interested in these carrots. And funny enough, you may have a lot of people that may be interested in you at the moment. You may actually be having a lot of proposals, but you're not so interested in these proposals because your soul is calling for something specific, and you are prepared to do what you need to do to get what you'd like to get. You are prepared to do that. And I feel that you might be, so it seems like you are more willing to put down roots, and you may be willing to accept things that you may have ordinarily not have been willing to accept with other people. So it's like you are prepared to do some things you may not have been prepared to do before, like putting down roots, like compromising, okay? And with the Three of Cups there, let's just clarify that. I feel that some of you really got to the space where you were like, you know, I want Because I do feel some personal success in your personal life, beautiful personal success, which is excellent. You know, there may be some money involved, um, but it's almost like for some of you, you went into the space, and this doesn't matter whether you're a man or a woman, you went into the space like if the situation needs a provider, that provider is going to be me. Okay? So Wheel of Fortune, we're clarifying the Three of Cups in your recent past. Wheel of Fortune, Four of Cups, Hanged Man. Some of you became very focused on making money, forming stability, and kind of like thinking, what is it that this person wants and what is it that this person needs? So how do you make this work? You know, how do you make it work for both of you? And I felt that some of you took some time out. You did some inner soul searchings. How do I make this situation work out? Okay. And I feel that you've done well. Like maybe you haven't been talking about it, but you know, this is what makes you attracted to others. They see what you are doing, and that obviously with energy they are attracted to your energy, which is why just to let you all know, for those of you that suddenly have so many people that seem to be interested in you, like, where have these people been all along when I wanted someone, you know? It is that energy that you are emitting, that commitment energy that you are giving out, that people want to have, and it seems like everybody is attracted to this energy, except the person that you want to have be attracted to it. Okay, so this explains the current situation. And you see, this is why I love tarot, because it tells a story. So the King of Cups and the Six of Swords, this is your current situation. So you like where you are. You like the situation where you are. You like where you got to emotionally. Stability is returning. But you wanted something more. And for some of you, this could be confusing because it might be the first time in your whole life, you know, that you are, or you might have done this before, and this is about giving a second chance. And for many of you, it takes a lot of bravery to do that, to sort of do what you need to do in order to get what you need to get, but you want the other person to want it too. Okay, so I feel like you can play mind games in this situation, and actually you might be very successful at playing mind games in this situation, but you don't want to do this. Okay, you don't want to put that low vibrational energy in here, which is fantastic. So Page of Wands, Queen of Wands, emotions, and Eight of Wands. I love this. I feel that you now, I do feel that the approach here might be a little bit of like a cat and mouse, almost like you would, like a cat goes towards a mouse, like, you know. It's going to have to be a bold approach. It's going to have to be a very bold approach, because the other person might see what you are doing and they'll be like, yeah, you're being flighty. But I feel if you really, really honestly, this is what I get, if you really honestly put yourself out there, that you align with perfect love. Whether it's with this person or with another person, you're going to have to take that risk. But I do feel it working out with this person that you've got your mind set on. Okay, I really do get that. Okay? I'm not just saying it, I get it. Right, so going forward, now that you've decided what it is that you want, now that you've decided who it is that you want, who it is that you want to work with, we are clarifying this. The Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords is clarified by the Three of Wands, the King of Cups, and the Four of Pentacles. Okay. So I really feel that you're working out your differences, because you're coming, there's, you know, as I said, the sneaky thing is not going to work. Okay. You know, if you're going to put only 10% or even 99.9% of yourself out there. So the other person, whether you put on 0.01% or 99.9%, if it's not 100%, don't even bother. Don't put yourself through that. But if you do, I really feel that it can work out for you. I really, really do feel that. King of Cups again, which was in your current situation. Okay, I feel that the risk pays off, and I feel that what you are putting into the situation actually pays off. With all that planning that you are doing, sort of like strategizing, which I like, because it is by I'm not good enough. That's not what I mean. But by putting yourself out there, by doing what needs to be done, so you're basically preparing the stage for both of you. But that in itself also takes your own life to the next level. Okay? Heals your heart. I feel that many of you needed a lot of heart healing that needed to be done, and it's getting done. And yeah, I really feel this paying off. I really, really, really feel this paying off for you. Okay? Two of Wands. I feel that the two of you could actually make a... You may be a bit of an unconventional couple. And it's sort of like the other person moved on, so it's all up to you. It's really all up to you, okay? If you want to make this work. It really is all up to you. Two of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, and the Emperor. As soon as this person knows that you are sincere, I feel that they're not interested. Like, when I say not interested, I mean not interested. Because they moved on. And it might have been a little bit tricky for them to start in the beginning. I don't think sometimes, Sagittarius, that you realize what an impact you make on people's lives. Okay? And how what maybe to you might not be too much of a thing, to somebody else could be, you know, everything. And it may have been difficult to move on from that situation, but they've kind of, you know, they've made peace with it. So it's gonna be up to you. It really is up to you in this situation if you want this to work out with this person. But I feel as soon as they realize, you see with the two of Pentacles there and like the infinity, as soon as they realize that you are really, really on board. Now you're not like on boardish, you know, you're not on board while you're still wearing like a life jacket and got like a, you know, what is that swimming ring type of thing that you fall in the water so you don't like you sink to the bottom. So you're not having that sort of stuff on you. You're not having a gun on yourself, like, you know, those you will follow like those red SOS guns, you know, they're like, so if anything happens, you go, I'm out of here. There's none of that stuff happening, you know. This is not Spy Kids where you have something attached to your back and if it's not for you, activate the button, out of here. As soon as they realize that that's not where you're at, they'll give you they'll give you the entire heart. Okay? If you break that heart, God be with you. I really feel that. But you guys have the potential to be a power couple. You really have. But it's all up to you. And I had this for you before, Sagittarius, and I'm having it again. The Ten of Swords going forward. The Hermit card just fell right out there. There's a lot of, and it's even confirmed by these clarifiers, but before I go into it, I just want to tell you about it first. There is a lot of healing that I feel that both of you actually have to do individually. But together, you can actually help each other do some healing on areas that neither of you actually realize you have. It's like you both have issues, okay? But you're not aware of it. And in order to heal those issues, it's only really a genuine union that can heal that, okay? The clarifiers here are the Hermit, the Five of Wands, and the Two of Cups. You see? I think the timeout was good for both of you. And you're actually getting to see how the timeout was good for you, because remember we also had the Hermit in your recent past, what brought you here. So you're getting to see how the timeout was good for you. I feel that you guys needed a little bit of perspective. Okay? What it is that you need to let go of. And it's almost like you were fighting like individual fights. So I had my fight and you had your fight, you know. But it's when you get the togetherness where you bring both your strengths and your vulnerabilities to the situation. Because we all have strengths and we all have, you know, vulnerabilities or area of improvement, or whatever you want to call it. If you bring that together, that is what makes this real. Okay? So whereas emotion might have actually been the problem before, so emotion is actually the solution. look at your oracle card. Look at what it says. Begin now. Take your first step. And let me know about this first step. I want to know what's happening. I want to know if this resonates with you. Give me a like, give me a comment. I want to know what's happening. Okay? Because I'm nosy like that. So let me know what's happening. And let's see how we go forward with this path for you, Sagittarius. So, subscribe to my channel if it resonates with you. So hit the notification bell. I've got a reading for you every week, so we see what's going on. And if you want to have a personal reading, of course, you can book one for me. It is 30, I keep on saying 30, $12 for 30 minutes reading. Maybe I should change the price. I have been actually quite busy recently, so maybe I should change the price. I don't know, but at the moment it's still $12 for 30 minutes reading. Follow me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram. Namaste.